Thousands of years ago, the ancient world stood at the height of power. Great kingdoms ruled the Mediterranean, and massive cities rose beside the sea. Trade ships crossed the waters, carrying copper, tin, gold, grain, and luxury goods. Palaces were rich, armies were strong, and rulers believed their empires would last forever. Egypt stood powerful in the south. The Hittite Empire controlled Anatolia. Mycenaean kingdoms ruled parts of Greece. Wealthy cities filled Canaan, Cyprus, and the Levant. These civilizations were deeply connected through trade, diplomacy, and shared resources. Bronze weapons, tools, and armor depended on copper and tin from distant lands. Grain moved across seas. Messages passed between kings. It was an international world long before the modern age. Then, in a short period of time, something terrifying happened. One by one, the great civilizations of the Bronze Age began to fall.
Around 1200 BC, the system began to crack. Climate change may have come first. Years of drought likely damaged harvests across the eastern Mediterranean. Rivers weakened, farmland dried under harsh sun, crops failed in region after region. Food shortages spread from village to city. Hungry populations became angry populations. Rulers who once seemed untouchable now faced fear inside their own walls. At the same time, trade also began to fail. Harbors once crowded with merchant ships slowly grew quiet. Cargo stopped arriving. Without copper and tin, bronze production slowed. Weapons, tools, and economic strength all depended on those materials. When the supply chain broke, powerful kingdoms became fragile almost overnight. A world built on connections was now becoming vulnerable.
Then came violence. Ancient records describe attacks from mysterious invaders, often called the Sea Peoples. Their true origins remain uncertain even today. They arrived in fleets, striking coastal cities with speed and force. Fortified towns were burned, ports were destroyed, populations fled inland. Panic spread faster than armies could respond. But invasion alone may not explain everything. Many scholars believe the collapse was caused by multiple disasters happening together. Drought, famine, rebellion, earthquakes, piracy, migration, and war may have struck at nearly the same time. Each crisis made the next one worse. Once one kingdom weakened, others followed. The Hittite Empire vanished from history. Palace centers in Greece were destroyed. Trade cities across the Levant burned or were abandoned.
In many places, writing disappeared. Administrative systems collapsed. Archives were lost in fire. Skilled craftsmen vanished. Roads became unsafe. Trade routes broke apart. Monumental construction ended. Entire regions entered centuries of decline. Imagine living through it. One generation grows up in a wealthy palace world of ships, metal, temples, and order. The next generation sees burning cities, empty markets, migration, hunger, and fear. To those people, it must have felt like the end of civilization itself. And in many ways, it was. The Bronze Age world had been built on complexity. Kingdoms depended on long-distance trade, stable harvests, and political alliances. When enough parts failed together, the whole system collapsed.
Yet, from the ruins, something new began. Smaller societies emerged. Iron tools slowly replaced bronze. New kingdoms would rise in later centuries. Stories of heroes, wars, and fallen cities may have been born from memories of this chaotic age. Some believe legends like the Trojan War echo events from this period. Still,
many questions remain. Who exactly were the Sea Peoples? How much damage came from climate change? Did earthquakes destroy cities before invaders arrived? How many disasters happened at once? And why did nearly every major power fall within such a short time? Even now, archaeologists continue searching burned ruins, broken tablets, and forgotten ports for answers. Because more than 3,000 years ago, an entire international world collapsed. Even the strongest civilizations can fall when too many crises strike at once.